Doctor Who is set to return to our screens this weekend, but the beloved sci-fi show has been poorly received by critics days before its release. The new series of Doctor Who is set to premiere this weekend on BBC One and Disney+, with actor Ncuti Gatwa retuning as the 15th Doctor. The new series introduces Virada Sethu as the Traveller's new companion Belinda Chandra. It doesn't take long before she finds herself thrust into an intergalactic adventure with the infamous Time Lord after being abducted by robots. The premiere episode, titled The Robot Revolution, launches onto screens on Saturday, April 12, with the 32-year-old. However, reports emerged earlier this year that he could be turning in his sonic screwdriver once which series wraps. The premiere episode promises to throw fans straight into action as alien robots descend upon Earth and abduct Belinda. The Time Lord immediately sets off on what the BBC described as a massive intergalactic rescue mission that could change the future of the galaxy. According to early reviews, the episode features a fractured timeline and explores themes of toxic masculinity and AI. The robots in the premiere aren't just one-off villains but represent a broader threat with connections to future storylines. The episode also establishes that Belinda's journey will not follow the traditional companion arc, with her mission stemming from a deeply personal place. Virada Sethu's character Belinda is introduced as an NHS nurse who finds herself thrown into the chaos that follows the Doctor and his TARDIS. Despite the promise of a brand new storyline, critics have delivered mixed reviews ahead of the upcoming premiere. According to Daily Mail, some critics have branded the new series as unoriginal and uninspired, claiming the episode's climax, involving a rather ludicrous reveal, fails to stick the landing. TechRadar's reviewer said, "The Doctor and Bell's robotic foes are largely unoriginal," before adding, "They're an uninspired amalgam of two of the most notorious enemies in Doctor Who's rogue gallery, those being, the Daleks and Cybermen." They also slammed the pacing and the climax of the episode, something the Radio Times echoed in their own assessment. They argued, "The episode is dragged down in various ways, most of which we can't talk about just yet." Suffice to say that the episode's climax, involving a rather ludicrous reveal, fails to stick the landing. There's also some very on-the-nose writing, characters stating the obvious rather than allowing the episode's themes to speak for themselves. Meanwhile, Yahoo News critic was similarly underwhelmed by the episode screening, adding, "The Robot Revolution never quite hits its stride in the way that Russell T. Davies might have hoped the episode to do. It's a well-meaning episode and makes for an enjoyable enough watch, but it's not likely to make the top 10 list of fan-favorite episodes either." However, the Financial Times praised Gatwa's performance, branding him as mercurial, charismatic and not afraid to shed tears when confronting loss. Variety's Svet Bryan also complimented the opening episode of the series, noting, "The last few seconds of the first episode are particularly spine-tingling." The BBC's partnership with Disney Plus has provided the sci-fi show with a much-needed financial boost, but uncertainty still looms over the show's future on the airwaves. After reports of Gatwa's departure hit the headlines earlier this year, a Doctor Who spokesperson stated, "The deal with Disney Plus was for 26 episodes, and exactly half of those still have to transmit." Meanwhile, the BBC faces significant financial challenges due to a combination of inflation, a license fee freeze and skyrocketing production costs.